change some substituents. So now we have this. How are we going to name this compound? This compound here. So to name this compound, we definitely call this compound methyl cyclohexane. Why is it called methyl? Because this substituent here is a methyl group, and this parent name here is called what? Cyclohexane, because the carbon atom here is 6. So to call this, we call it methyl cyclo methyl cyclohexane. So this is definitely called methyl cyclohexane. Now, what if we have something like this? Where here is my ethyl group, and here is my methyl group. So what is the name of this compound? So to name this compound, we have to call this what? First, you have to identify the longest continuous chain, which means the longest continuous chain is this cycle. So this cycle, we call this cycle what? Cyclohexane, because there is 6 carbon atom. Since there is 6 carbon atom, 1 2 3 4 5 6, so we call this cyclohexane. Since this is called cyclohexane, so what are the substituents? So the substituents here are definitely ethyl and methyl. So I don't think this is a new thing in my YouTube channel. So just, if you don't understand this part, just go back to the previous video in this playlist. You understand this part very well. It's not something you have to worry about. So this is ethyl, this is methyl. So how are you going to name this compound? Naming this compound, ethyl comes before methyl, so we're going to start from alphabetical order. So ethyl always comes before methyl. So to name this compound, we're going to call this what? Ethyl methyl cyclohexane. But we're not going to call it ethyl methyl cyclohexane, because if you just say ethyl methyl cyclohexane, mean that anyway I write this particular compound is correct. So you're going to identify the particular number in the ethyl methyl cyclohexane. So to name this compound, are you going to start from the left or are you going to start from the right? So definitely you will start from here. 1 2 3. Why do you start from this way? Instead we started from this way. Why? The reason behind it is we have to give the compound the lowest possible name, and some people think of starting this way, which is wrong, because if you start this way you end up having 1 2 3 4 5. So you end up having 1 and 5 instead of 1 and 3. So 1 and 5 and 1 and 3, which one is smaller in numerical order? So 1 and 3 is smaller than 1 and 5. So we go by what? 1 and 3. Our main major product is to give this substance the lowest possible name. So we go by 1 and 3, not 1 and 5. So take note of that. You have to name this in order to give it the lowest possible number. So since we have this, so to name this compound, we now call it what? 1 ethyl 3 methyl cyclohexane. So this is 1 ethyl 3 methyl cyclohexane. Okay.
Hey brilliant minds, this is Sagacious Learners, where science comes alive. If you're preparing for Jambo, Clinical or GCA, or you're a 100 or medical student studying anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, physics, chemistry or biology, then I have got something special for you. I offer private and group online lessons designed to help you understand deeply and success easily. Just send me a WhatsApp message on 08163207065. Don't just study hard, study smart with Sagacious Learners. Let's grow your mind together.
So what if we have this? Okay, what if we have this? So the name of this compound is called, okay, think of the name of this compound. If you actually get this name, I'm telling you are good. So the name of this compound is what we call cyclobutyl cyclopentane. Cyclobutyl cyclopentane. Why this cyclobutyl and why this cyclopentane? So this cyclobutyl, this is the substituent. The substituent is cyclo, and we call it butyl. You know, a substituent, especially a substituent which is the alkyl group, usually lacks one hydrogen than the corresponding alkane group. So since this substituent usually lacks one hydrogen corresponding to the alkane group, so instead of calling it instead of ending the name with ANE, we have to end it with what? YL. So cyclobutane, we now call it what? Cyclobutyl. So anywhere you see ANE and that compound is lacking one hydrogen atom than the original alkane group, we call this an alkane group, and it's going to end with YL. So this is cyclobutyl because of this compound, and this is now cyclopentane. As you can see here, we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5. So we call this cyclobutyl cyclopentane. So that is the name of this compound. And you should note also that cyclo alkanes has general molecular formula of CnH2n. Now the normal corresponding alkane, you know that alkane has general molecular formula of CnH2n plus 2. So alkanes usually have general molecular formula of CnH2n plus 2, but cycloalkanes usually have general molecular formula of CnH2n. Why? Let's go back to our previous structures. So in our previous structures, where we have this cyclohexane. So in this cyclohexane, you should observe something. There is a carbon atom here, but then to this hydrogen. So this is lacking by 2 hydrogen. You know, formula CnH2n plus 2. So this 2 hydrogen is no more there because of there exists a bond between a carbon atom towards another carbon atom, and this carbon atom is also bonded towards another carbon atom. So therefore this formula now have general molecular formula of CnH2n plus 2. Now